Flex, alive is one in the six. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You were when a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the.
Why won't Jojo fight Haney? Because Haney hasn't been promoted right. He has. Who knows Haney here? I would rather do Ryan Garcia versus Jojo Diaz. So just be happy with that.
I've been accused of shilling for Triple G when I was at HBO. Never did. Thought he was the best value for your entertainment dollar in the entire world back then. But I never had him as the best pound-for-pound fighter. I don't think I even ever had him as high as number 3. He hadn't proved it yet. But I admit, I suspected, when given the chance, he'd make a good case. Not as good a case as Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao or Andre Ward, but better than, say, Canelo, who I expected him to beat convincingly. Looking back, he never did prove it.
Push the weight and no flex. Push the weight and no flex. Hey, push the weight and no flex. Gang.
South of 175 pounds, Andre Ward. And now, do we all agree? I'm sorry. Does anyone disagree with that? So we all agree that south of 175 pounds, Andre Ward's the favorite against everyone. South of 168 pounds, who's the favorite against everyone? Who? You know, who in boxing is the favorite against every other fighter south of 168 pounds? Triple G is the favorite against everyone, including Floyd, south of 168 pounds. Who's the favorite of everyone in boxing south of 160 pounds? Who? Floyd Mayweather. Do we all agree? Yes. Andre, why would Andre be the favorite against Triple G? They're comparable skills and everything. He's bigger than Triple G. Why would Triple G be the favorite against Floyd? He's bigger than Floyd. When you get to a certain, the reason the good big man beats the good little man, or the great big man beats the great little man, is at a certain level, you know, at a certain level, size matters because other things are more or less equalized. Now, if I had to put those guys in order, pound for pound, I'd say Floyd 1, Andre 2, Triple G 3. But, okay, fine. Andre Ward would be favored over Triple G. Triple G would be favored over Floyd. Floyd would be favored over everyone else south of 160. And if anyone disagrees, let me know. Is there any? So that's unanimous in like the hardcore boxing press. Am I right?
Last one on Twitter asks, Canelo, you've said before you're uncomfortable fighting other Mexican fighters. However, would you ever fight a Mexican-American fighter like David Benavidez?
Like I say, I represent Mexico, so that's why I don't like to fight with Mexican fighters anymore. But you know, when you need to fight with somebody, so why not? Like I say, I represent Mexico, so that's why I don't like to fight with Mexican fighters anymore.
I fight anybody, but they need to fight each other too, because they just waiting for me because they want a good payday. So I know that, but they need to fight each other. Why? And I fight the winner of all of them. Everybody wants to fight me, so but they have many options too. fight each other. Why they don't fight each other? I just want to make history. The money is there, no matter what. I don't care about money. I care about my legacy.
The fuck is that?
I need it. This year I'm busy. Why they don't fight each other?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Now that we're warmed up, lightweight, baby. Let's ruffle some feathers this morning. It's time to bleed. And as usual, I put together this collage for a reason. First, let me shout out to my brother Ray Smith from the Venmo yesterday. He said, for great informative content. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you very much. That's from yesterday. I'm sorry. Oh, man. I just got a funny ass text. That's for the other show. Who we got in the building? Let's see what the fam is. Jason, what up? My brother Macados Mac of the South. Eric H. J. Get. Tay, good morning, sis. It's down. Don't worry. I got you, mommy. It's all right. I don't want no smoke. Dwayne Jones, my brother from ATL. Salute. They're going to be cool. Jelly Bean. Copper Aborigines, my brother. Salute. Duke Todd. MP. What the fuck? What's good? CB Sports TV in the building. Asante L. Jerome Truitt, Jay Boomin, I Rock, my brother, salute. Stephen L. the Mac. We're moving out here. Up Condo. And how appropriate that followed by my brother Condo is my brother Condo Loco. That's the fam down in Florida. And salute to Mr. Gumbo. Saw him out there. Yes, sir. Rod Nail fam was good. Chin Tuck Boxing, salute. What else we got in here? Detroit, BC, Ratchet 691, Robert Singleton, Mark Wunderlich, my brother, salute. My brother Thomas Morris early in that super chat, much love and appreciate. He said the LDBC Crown Heights in the building. Yes, salute, fam. He over there in Brooklyn. BK, yes, sir. Ad Solo, Andrew Gray, Stormy, the Sensei B-Man is in the building. David Scott III, my brother. Ring Dragon. Salute. How those Kings doing? 88 Sports Talk. Cassandra. Salute. Sis Qua Leonard. My brother, Stephen Bailey. Wagwan side. There you go. King Bonnie. Son of Tank. Smash your like button, family. I got questions. Y'all know how I do. And I was going to do this anyway today. But when I ended the show yesterday, I was laughing. Shogun, what up? Because I was like, how appropriate that my bastard son, Doodoo Fingers, shows up as soon as I mentioned his man crush AJ's name. Because right on time, and y'all saw it yesterday, and everybody cooked on it yesterday. And it just further proves my point. Brent Fox, salute. Doodoo Fingers came in here yesterday and started talking about, this guy being unified. This guy holding Deontay's jockstrap, because that's what he is. Why do you say that, Drew? Well, I was just asking a question yesterday. Could Anthony Joshua be triumphant over Alexander Usyk? And nobody believes he can, because of how the first fight went and how it ended. He was out on his feet. It was almost over for him. So I don't know what he's going to bring to the table, what different looks he's going to show that will make him triumphant, because he's not a smart fighter. He fights one way, If there was ever a situation where he had to use his mind, it was in that fight against Usyk. Because when Usyk started taking the lead in that race, he couldn't think outside the box at all. So I don't know what Garcia is going to bring to that, but we're going to see. And that's all I asked. And it turned into something else. But that actually is good because it led into this show. It led directly into this show. All right, let me get this super chat from our favorite troll, Big Dog Willie. He said, did you know Khan KO'd Spence in boots in an underground boxing tournament? I think I heard about that. It was called Bloodsport. Jean-Claude Frank Dukes Van Dam was there. Yang Bolo C was there. I think I heard about that. It was on the low. The fight was secretly held on an island in the South Pacific. Spence kissed Khan's feet after the embarrassing defeat. Facts. Y'all heard this camcorder video of it too. I'm trying to get it. salute the Big Dog Willie. Healer, salute. Ramel Lane, salute. The #1 grinder, salute. So I was just asking a question, and as usual, people get their panties in the bunch, and I basically told Shorty to go wipe his ass. And then wash your hands when you're done. That's what you're supposed to do after you wipe your shitty ass. There's baby wipes in the damn bathroom, for fuck's sake. Get it popping. So I was just asking about AJ. And here's the thing. I'm glad he brought up being unified. Let me ask y'all a question. PJ's Big Dog, salute. Let me ask y'all a question. What the fuck do these belts even mean anymore? I'll wait. What do they mean? Because up until all of these fighters magically that we supported were on the brink of becoming undisputed, nobody wants to talk about it anymore. What do these belts mean? Did y'all know? Did y'all know? And I don't like mentioning this guy's name because he's a criminal. King Corleone, salute. But I'll just mention it for boxing purposes. Prolific one, salute. Carlos Tata Baldomir, who's a creep and he should be under the prison. Y'all just go ahead and Google it. Thank you, son of Tank. That man won a belt and couldn't afford the goddamn sanctioning fees and had to give it up. Did y'all know that? He could not afford the sanctioning fees. So what the fuck do these belts even mean? Now watch this, y'all. Let's say the country of Australia would pay for Cambozo. That's right, Rod. He sure did. Let's say they paid Kane. What up? Let's say they paid for Cambozo to fight the local janitor, and the janitor was like, he was a boxer, he was a gym teacher and a boxing coach. He gets in there with Cambozo and lands a right hand. So they screwed Devin Haney out of the fight, but Cambozo has a homecoming fight against the local janitor. The local janitor lands a right hand, and boom, he takes all those belts. Guess what? That's his first payday. He was getting shit money, and he can't afford to keep none of those belts. He can't afford not one. One of those belts, a sanctioning fee, is worth his entire salary. How's he going to keep those belts? He will vacate immediately. And then we got to start this whole goddamn process all over again. So what do these belts mean? Why do you think the rankings are important? Because, Ghost, what up? Because when you move up in rankings, we're going to assume that Unique Dawn, salute, Picasso family, you're going to assume that you're making some money. Once you crack like the top 5, we would hope that you're on TV somewhere or fought on an undercard and you made something close to 6 figures by now. So you got some money. And then when you get your shot, like, look, you're getting a base of such and such money. But if you win, your first defense, you're going to get a bigger bag. So you can afford now you can afford these sanctioning fees. Snacks B, Geo James, A1 Hoop Zone. I mean, that's what we're thinking. JC, my brother, salute. I mean, that's what we're thinking. Right? Joe Johnson, salute. What y'all know about Black Star's album? Classic. Joe Johnson, they don't know about that album. Zelos Newton, salute. Yep. I mean, that's the thinking. But what happens is when these promoters get involved and they see dollar signs and they start saying, hey, man, this guy's good for the market. What happens is what always happens. They protect their investment and they dangle the steak in front of the hungry lions. And who gets stuck? The actual supporters of the sport who wants what's done correctly. We just left with our dick in our hands like, yo, what the fuck? Why this fight not happening? What's going on? You see, that's why YouTube is so dangerous, because you'll get a select few of channels like myself, like the LDBC channels. And by the way, y'all must have forgot, Ticket TV's LDBC. He's over there frying Bud right now. But, you know, when I've had enough, I'll speak on it. And y'all know what he's talking about. I know this fight better be signed, and that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to get off of that. I got on it. I'm going to get off of that right now. This fight better be signed. Because I'm running out of patience, because this is also relevant to what I'm fucking talking about here. These promoters come in, and they start playing games with us, and they get us fighting amongst each other. And between the promoters and the actual fighter being a bitch, we, the supporters of the sport, suffer. So how are goddamn accomplishments even recognized? How are accomplishments even recognized? Because then they dangle the steak in front of us. We hungry. They hold the water in front of us. We thirsty. We think we're going to get something we want. We don't get it. But it's funny how the blame always goes on the fighter that we support the most for shit not getting done. And who the fuck do they put on the pedestal? Who they feel is good for business. Big Dog back in that super chat. He says, I'm starting channels at the end of July. The channels will be called The Adventures of Khan. My agent told me it should be on NBC by 2024. Good luck with that. I'll be there to support it. Black Undertaker, salute. I'll do you one better than that, Ghost. I say everyone treat it like a Black Motorist Row. Everyone fight each other and freeze out all of these frauds. Fuck them. Bruce Gas, salute. I've been saying that. I've been saying that. That's why I played the Canelo video. He said they should all fight each other. And then I put up the picture of the Black Murderers Row. We've seen this before. So my thing is this. Fight each other and fuck everybody else. Now, I was just waiting my turn. Buddy Lee, salute. I was just waiting my turn. Everybody cooked on this yesterday. Now it's my turn. This is some bullshit. ESPN just redid their pound for pound list. And I love it because it's a point of reference to me to point out the bullshit. Further proof that unified means dick. It means nothing. It means nothing when you got people lying and putting people on pedestals. And I'm going to point out the play right now. Let me pull this shit up. I'm sick of their ass, but I'm glad they're doing it because if they wasn't doing it, they'd say we're lying about it. What the fuck is it? Here, no, wait, hold on. Refresh this. And I'm gonna show y'all something else too. Because there's something, you see, I watch the brothers, and again, sometimes the family got to remind you of shit. Because when time goes by, you'll miss certain things. And I was watching my brothers on the Smoke City Mobcast last night, Woke the Truth, salute. And they reminded me of something about the WBC, and I'm going to get to that in a second. Calvin, salute. All right, here we go. They redid their pound for pound list. All right. Move this picture. And I want y'all to peep game. They got Bud at number 1. They still got this motherfucker Anui at number 2. They got Errol at number 3. They moved Canelo up to number fucking 4, y'all. Now 4, 5, and 6 shouldn't even be on the list. He moved up 3 slots after a loss, y'all. Can y'all point out to me when in the history of boxing has that ever happened? The Brothers UK, salute. Snyder, what up? When have a fighter lose his last fight and then move up on the pound for pound list? If that happened, let me know because I missed it. When in the history of mankind has that ever happened? All around strong, salute. Ticket TV in the building. Let me make sure my brother's wrenched. There you go. Immediately. There you go, fam. Good to see you. When in the history has anybody lost their last fight and moved up in the motherfucking rankings? Talk to me. Demon Kennedy, salute. When? When does that ever happen? Are y'all peeping the play? Now, there's something else that happened on this list. And watch this, y'all. And I said, Jay, what up? And I said, bro, now watch this. And this is no shade. First of all, Canelo shouldn't be on the list. And if he's on the list, he shouldn't have moved up after losing his last fucking fight. I don't give a fuck if Bivol was bigger than him. So was Kovalev, and he knocked his ass out. Bullshit aside, all right? They got 2 fucking heavyweights on here that are champions. I don't know why. They only know why. Peep the play, y'all. Look who slid into the goddamn list where Canelo used to be. Number 7, Artur Beterbiev. Now, this is no shade. He stopped in outstanding fashion. Stopped Joe Smith. That's a legitimate win. And we are all here on record saying Artur Beterbiev is a bad man. We can agree. Let me pop my tank top. Salute to the baddest brand in the land. I always got to give him credit before I do this, because I'm not a crook. Press 1 if we agree that Artur Beterbiev is a bad motherfucker. Press 1. Viva tu vida. Salute. Xavier. Salute. Press 1 if Artur Beterbiev is a bad motherfucker. My brother Champs, I'll be cooking. So I got to give him his credit before I do this. Matter of fact, I'm going to put Champs Side on my keyboard. I'm going to put the logo there, Champs Side. My wife's going to be like, what is this? How you don't know? Okay, so he's a bad motherfucker. I ain't got no beef if he's on the list now. I ain't got no beef. But watch this. Do y'all remember when I said I had a problem with Dimitri Bivol being on a pound-for-pound list without Artur Beterbiev. Do y'all remember when I said that? Do y'all remember why I said that? Macadon 1, Night Train, salute. Sylvester, salute. Rick Blackwell. Y'all remember why I said that? Let me remind y'all why I said that. I said, if you're going to put Bivol on there, you got to put Beterbiev on there or not put them on there at all. And the only reason why you got Bivol on there is because he beat Canelo, which was a fight he was supposed to win anyway. Michael Johnson, salute. We just didn't think he was going to do it due to the politics and bullshit. But Daniel Kennedy made the block so hot, people are just like, oh, shit, we got to get this right. But remember when I said I have a problem with Bivol being on there without Beterbiev because they both at 175, they both were champions, and they should have unified by now? Remember when I said that? And there was no fucking push for them to fight each other? Remember when I said that? Well, look at this. Beterbiev has a fight with Yard. He's favored to win. Bivol is waiting for the winner. Now they both on the pound-for-pound list together. Did you peep game? Did you peep game? Are you peeping game? I don't have a crystal ball. I just know how this works. I knew they were gonna, when he knocked out Joe Smith, I said he's going to pop up on that list somewhere. What I didn't see was them bumping up Canelo Alvarez after a loss. Now, here's a Carter face to the salute. Now, here's the mind fuck. You ready for this shit? If you haven't seen it, I scroll down. I see Vasily Lomachenko still there. I see Shakur Stevenson there. And who's not there anymore? Devin Haney's not there. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Devin Haney just became undisputed.
Push the weight and no flex. Push the weight and no flex. Push the weight and no flex. Push the weight and no flex.
Beterbiev has one belt, all knockouts. That's a great accomplishment. And right now, Beterbiev is that dude right now.
You never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack.
He came right in at 7. Canelo got bumped up. They refused to take that motherfucker off the list. They refused to put any Charlo on the list. One is undefeated, and Canelo ducked both of them. One is undefeated, and the other one is undisputed. They are two undisputed black fighters not on that fucking list. But you're going to put a Nui at number 2. You snuck Beterbiev in there. You got Bivol in there. And Shakur's a top-ranked fighter. No shade to him. I think he should be higher. I think he should be higher than fucking a Nui. What are you kidding me? And Vasily Lomachenko is still there.
Got a lot of motherfuckers on the body count. Whip look a little fresher when we roll out. Pull up through your spot, fresh and I'm dead down.
How fly is he? How are accomplishments recognized in boxing, y'all? And I'm glad they did this. We have to give this energy to point out that we're not bugging. If a casual sees this, this is their Bible. We're the truth. Thomas Moore's back in that super chat. Salute, fam. He said if we scaled them, to the same size, who beats who now? That's my pound for pound. That's what pound for pound is supposed to be. Everybody in the same size, whose style's dominant. We know it's not Vasily. We saw him lose twice. We know it's not Canelo. We saw him lose twice, 3 times if you want to count Lara. He should not be on this list. What would they tell me? Why is Canelo on this list? What would they tell me? As a matter of fact, let me help y'all out a bit. Lamar, salute. Shepherd King. Reed, what up? Jerry Alexander. Let me help y'all out a bit. Let's read this shit. The formula. The rankings are based on a descending point system. See, they try to make the shit sound all fucking articulate. This is bullshit. The only reason why Shakur's even on there is because he fights for Top Rank. And Top Rank has a working relationship with fucking ESPN. Because technically, according to this list, Shakur's not supposed to be at 10. Devin is still supposed to be at 10. The formula. The rankings are based on a descending point system, with the first place vote receiving 10 points, a second place vote receiving 9 points, and so on. A tie goes to the fighter with the highest ranking, and then the one with the most votes at that ranking. Watch this, y'all. Others receiving votes: Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Jamel Charlo, Juan Francisco Estrada, Josh Taylor, Gennady Golovkin, and Cool Boy Steph. And then they throw these names at you: Teddy Atlas, Tim Bradley, Mike Cappinger, Joe Tessitore, some nigga named Parkinson, some nigga named Raskin, Andre Ward, some nigga, I swear to God, his last name is Baby. Rothstein, Phelps. Look at this. Woodyard. A majority of these motherfuckers I don't know and I don't care. Look at this. Rodriguez, he got Fury on it. Bump that. Pilati, he got Fury on his. Bump him. All right? Mulian, whatever the fuck his name is. He got Fury on it. And Usyk. Bump that. Look at these guys. Everyone got Usyk and Fury on their shit. No! 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 You are occupying 2 slots by having 2 heavyweights on there and a drug cheat, whom I might add lost his last fight, but somehow he loses his last fight convincingly and they move him up from 7 to 4. So you wanted to make room for a better beef. Didn't I tell y'all they were going to do? Man. So Bivol beats Canelo, and he don't even get to be ahead of Canelo. I wouldn't put my name on this shit. I wouldn't even, if I worked in that office, I'd be like, you know what? No, don't, no. They wouldn't like my pound for pound list. Yo. Wait, I'm going to do my pound for pound list. Y'all going to love it. This is bullshit. I knew they were going to do that. As soon as Better BF won, I said he's going to pop up on someone's pound for pound list. And it's going to offset everything. And I knew ESPN was going to do something so ridiculous. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Rod. That part. That fat walking Michelin man, coke sniffing bastard. He said he's retired. He said he ain't fighting for anything less than $500 million. Or some shit he said. He's always talking some shit. That's what cokeheads do. They talk 100 miles an hour. He's retired. Remove him out the fucking rankings. Listen, y'all. Canelo's right there at number 4. He lost his last fight. How'd he move up? So how do you measure accomplishments? Let's see. Let's try and analyze this because I don't get it. He agrees with fire. Salute. Let's analyze it. All right, Bud got a lawsuit with these motherfuckers, and they speak highly of him. Yeah, you know, he's righty southpaw, you know, undisputed at 140. Now he's at 147. He got a belt, and blah, 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 blah. You want to put him at number 1? Fine. Number 2 is Inouye. How do you justify that over Errol Spence? Oh, because he's undefeated. So is Errol Spence, so is Bud. Oh, well, he came up through different ranks. Don't give a fuck. There's 3 to 4 pounds in between those weights he came up. You started your career at 108 pounds or some shit. I don't care about none of that shit. You know what this is? Putting Nui at number 2 on this list. That's like a woman saying, "Oh God, all right, let me just give him some ass so he shut up." Was this a gimme? Is Nui the token on this list? Is he? I'm asking. He's 23-0 and 20 knockouts. Errol Spence is 28-0 with 22 knockouts. I want to put 23 on there because he knocked the shit out of that fucking Ferrari. He ain't breaking no bones. He just knocked his fronts out, and them shits is back. We're going to find out that Errol's the Terminator, for real. We're going to be celebrating this shit. His eyes going to glow red. He's going to start lighting everybody's ass up. Skynet is real, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. It says right here, next fight to be announced. But 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 come on, man. Damn. I'm getting impatient. But see, he won his last fight. Well, so did Nui. I don't give a fuck. How about this? He got more fights than Nui. Oh, but Nui went through weight classes. Y'all was not checking for this guy. But if we go by what's what and what if we go by what pound for pound is supposed to mean, everyone's the same size, whose style matches up well with the baddest man in the land, which is heavyweight champion. There's not one fucking champion. There's not one face, one name in the heavyweight division. Now we got to deal with Tyson Fury, who allegedly is retired, and Alexander Usyk. Who would beat them if they or be able to fuck with them if they were all the same size? I'm gonna rock with Errol over Nui. And yes, I've watched a lot of Inui's fights since last week. I have. I don't see nothing special. I don't. If he was the same size as Bud will beat his ass. If he was the same size as Errol or Canelo, they'd beat his ass. He's not special. He's on this list because he's okay. Fine. You want to just mix it up, make it the United Nations? Good. I don't give a fuck. But I know what you motherfuckers are avoiding. Because the list is a little too dark. But they slid him in there at number 2 for a reason, y'all. Fuck with you, man. Niggas make me sick. Canelo moved up after his last fight, which was a loss. All right. So what are they basing that off of? The amount of fights? Because you notice they never explained it. They talk about a point system, but they never explained it. Are they factoring in sales? All kinds of bitch ass shit that has nothing to do with boxing, allegedly. They say it has nothing to do with boxing, but they factor in sales. We saw these Dougie Fixture on Ring. I played it for you. Oh, every time he decides to fight, it's a sellout. I don't care about that. He sold out when he fought. He sold well when he fought against Floyd, and he ain't touched Floyd the whole night. And he's not fighting his contemporaries. So I don't know. What are you factoring in this? What is this point system? What is this? I need somebody from ESPN to explain this shit. Because everybody voted. Explain this shit. What the fuck? How do you lose your last fight and move up slots? What are you basing that off of? You got 2 heavyweights on there. I'm not even going to go there. But if you want to, how the fuck is Tyson Fury ahead of Alexander Usyk when Alexander Usyk was undisputed? If you're going to say that Bud deserves to be number 1 over Errol because he was undisputed at 140, fine. How do you explain Tyson Fury being ahead of Usyk when Usyk was undisputed at cruiserweight and now he has more belts than Tyson Fury, but these dumb motherfuckers put them on the list and got Fury ahead of Usyk? Because what is a big accomplishment? Becoming undisputed at cruiserweight or beating Deontay Wilder? What the fuck do these belts even mean? That's what I said yesterday. Don't give me that unified bull. Yo, champion and chump, my brother Marco in the building. What did I say? BFTB boxing in the building. What did I say? What did I say? Deontay Wilder's the face of boxing. Y'all said no. Then why the fuck is Tyson Fury ahead of Usyk when Usyk technically got more accomplishments? No drug charges either. Never popped dirty. Live a clean lifestyle, a family man. Not belligerent. All skills. And beat AJ. And was undisputed right down south at cruiserweight. So the same reason you got Bud ahead of Errol is the same reason you're supposed to have Usyk ahead of Tyson Fury. Explain this shit. But when I said they shouldn't be on the list, you see, somebody got to explain this. You should have left them on the list. I got questions. Y'all know how I do. I got questions. Talk to me. And why y'all to get Inouye the fuck up out of here? Get him the fuck out of here. Because if he was the same size as Bivol or Beterbiev, is he beating Beterbiev? If they were the same size? No. Get that little dude the fuck up out of here. Number 2. My brother Trick Notes in the building. Get him, Drew, my brother for life. Salute to you in the chat. Salute. That's my fam right there. I now have fam in Texas. How the fuck did y'all are y'all following me? If you're using the undisputed criteria as to why Bud is better than Errol, fine. That's an argument y'all gonna stand on. But at the same time, if you're gonna put these two motherfuckers on there, why is Usyk still underneath Tyson Fury? It's the same thing. Both are undefeated. But Usyk got more accomplishments. Minus the bullshit outside the ring, the belligerent and crackhead behavior. Never pop dirty. And he's running it back. You ain't got to pull teeth. He's running back the immediate rematch. Something that Fury did not do. Nobody better ever come to me with this fucking bullshit list, dude. I'm going to refer them to this show. You can't explain this bullshit. Fuck out of here. So they put Arthur Beterbiev at number 7, but notice they still got Canelo at number 4. This is a spit in the face, man. You got Bivol on here, and I told y'all when Bivol popped up on this list, I told y'all the only issue I have was that that's his only win against the name. Never mind, he beat Joe Smith before. They ain't put him on there for beating Joe Smith. That's another thing. They ain't put him on there for beating Joe Smith. They put him on there for beating Canelo. Beterbiev just beat Joe Smith, who already lost to Bivol. Then they put him on there. And then when they put him on there, they put him high. They put him on there, and look right underneath there. Who do you see? Vasily fucking Lomachenko. You can't make this shit up. Thomas back in the Thomas Morris back in the super chat. He said, Bud, Errol, Tank, Shakur, Russell, Beterbiev, Boots, Inouye, Jamel, Tio. Pound for pound lists are subjective. I'm just saying this shit here for the leader in sports, this is atrocious. Now I could talk to Thompson, he can explain his list. There's nobody at ESPN that can explain this shit and make it make sense. You understand? That's my point. Salute to you, Thomas. I really don't get mad at people's pound for pound list. I have a problem when it's ESPN. Because casuals, when they look for boxing, they just think the YouTube guys are on here just talking shit. They don't know who we talk to. They don't know we're connected. Because we're not on with a suit and tie and talking English and a smile in the fucking ring. Man, fuck that. Because all those HBO motherfuckers are scrambling around trying to do podcasts and they still talking shit. Paulie, dumb motherfucker, dumbass. Why the fuck is Vasily Lomachenko at number 9? Why the fuck is he on there and not Jamel Charlo or Jamal Charlo? Why the fuck is Shakur at number 10, right, with no losses? Now watch this, y'all. 16 wins, 2 losses, 11 knockouts. No belt. Shakur, 18 wins, no losses, 9 knockouts. So how the fuck is Vasily ahead? Are you going to tell me marketability? How many pay-per-views is Vasily Lomachenko? What was the last pay-per-view that you bought from Vasily? Help me out, y'all. Push the weight and flex. Push the weight and flex. Push the weight and flex. Huh? Dr. Mark in the building.
Got a little more money now. Got a lot of motherfuckers on the body.
Huh?
Whip look a little fresher when we roll out. Pull up through your spot, fresh and I'm dipped down. How fly is it?
No. Well, oh shit. That's right. He didn't have a pay-per-view. But PLG ski salute. But he lost money on Bud. He could have bought a house in Beverly Hills. Huh?
Hot shit when you spit it, make it first fire. Spit trash, nigga, go and get the verse tighter. Die fast, I'll be singing with the church choir.
Salute to Lomachenko.
Unified, undefeated. Unified, undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What the hell is even that?
If Valpeds beat Shakur, he'd be on the list, and they wouldn't move him. If Valpeds beat Shakur, he'd be on the list, and they wouldn't have moved him. Shakur beat him, and he hasn't even sent out a tweet that I don't know. I'm not on Twitter. Y'all gotta let me know. He hasn't said shit. He like disappeared. I don't know what the fuck is he crying in front of his statue down in Mexico? Oh shit! Oh, fuck. He give me a statue and I cut my ass. I couldn't touch that kid. I couldn't touch that motherfucker. He couldn't move. He kept moving? He kept moving. Why he stand still and fight like a Mexican warrior? He got Azteca. Oh my God, fucking puta. He kept moving. In my eye. Mira. Oh, he's a fucking puta. He kept moving, mommy. He kept moving. He wouldn't stand still. Shut the fuck up. You got a statue. Stop whining. Bitch ass cheater.
Vanguard. You're more.
You fucking cheater. You fucking cheater. You cheater. He's a cheater, right? You got motherfuckers listening to this coke sniffing, cross dressing asshole right here.
Why won't Jojo fight Haney? Because Haney hasn't been promoted right. He has. Who knows Haney here? I would rather do Ryan Garcia versus Jojo Diaz. So just be happy with that.
Says the guy who's trying to force feed us Ryan Garcia, whoever the fuck his name is. Right?
Nigga laid on rent, got the power. Man, kick niggas out by the morning. Pink slip, everything fire. Nigga burn trees, nigga, everything higher. Flatline, nigga, expired.
Who the fuck you think y'all talking to?
Spit trash, nigga, go and get the
With this, get this list the fuck out of here. That's what you do.
Why you singing through the snitch wire? But you said it was
Devin Haney ain't on this list, man. He went to foreign territory, dominated.
push the weight and no flex.
He can't even get. He was on the 10 spot for like what? 4 days, 4 or 5 days. Better be it wins and jump straight to number fucking 7, and they refuse to remove Canelo, who lost his last fight. But boxing ain't racist though. Salute to Shakur.
He would have had a better chance to fight me then. Now I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I'm better. Now he fighting the right Shakur.
I'm in great shape. I'm in great shape right now.
That's
so
cool.
It's just
fine.
perfect.
Okay.
I love it, man.
Yeah, me
I love
too.
the fact that we're making this fight for the fans.
Me too. Just make sure you're not cheating. Make sure there's no cheating going on, my boy.
Don't worry about me cheating.
Hey, man, I've seen it, you know. I'm just saying, don't cheat
don't
me,
worry,
my boy. I don't like cheaters, man.
I never cheated in my life.
So let's just make sure it don't happen again. How about that?
I never cheated in my life.
I never cheated in my life.
I never cheated in my life. I never cheated in my life. I never cheated in my life. I never cheated in my life. I never cheated in my life. I never cheated in my life. I never cheated in my life. I never cheated in my life. I never cheated in my life.
Push the weight and no flexing. Push the weight and no flexing. Flex. Got a lot of weight and now push that shit. Don't stay blue. Got a lot of weight and now push
Andrew Charles, salute, kudos, salute. Kenny, what up?
Got a lot of motherfuckers on the body count. Whip, look a little
You absolutely did cheat. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck if you ever return. I ain't checking for you, but you got a statue though. Deal with that.
Put a stop on all of them checks. Moving down the line, you next nigga.
Salute to my brother Sean and that Cash App. Much love and appreciation. You said ESPN on crack. Great show this morning, Drew. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. And salute to my brother Paul Carrot in that super chat. I'm sorry, in the Cash App. Much love and appreciation. He says new mic fund contribution. And I'm looking at this mic, y'all. I'm trying to get this new mic. Whoa. Hell yeah. Much love and appreciation, man. Y'all make the show, man. Y'all make the show. I'm just pissed off. But I'm glad that they do this so we can see it. So when somebody comes to you, see, Tate Jones said it perfect. He said, man, I don't pay these trolls no mind. They got to pay me to talk to me. And it dawned on me. I said, yeah. I'm not talking to somebody that's stupid. Listen, y'all see what BFTB go through every day. I just ain't got the patience. I got high blood pressure, y'all. I got that King Kong Ortiz going through. I got a headache right now. That's because I slept wrong, though. My pressure ain't up. I took my pill this morning. I can't do what BFTB does. That's why I couldn't go to war. My pressure's too high. Me and BFTB would be in a chopper, right? Get up. He'd be like, yo, we about to go. And I'd be sitting there like, Drew, let's go. I'm like, yo, he had a stroke. He's dead. Stress. I be having the gun like, I died 50 miles ago. I can't take it. That's why I couldn't do the military. I'm stressed, man. Fuck out of here. Yo, Dane, what up? Bro, y'all see his show? Every day, his stalker calls him up or beams in. Mr. Whispers, he comes in with his 504th account Don't duck me. GB Lifetime, salute. Zelos, what up? Calvin, what up? Don't duck me. Canelo's number one pound for pound. That's facts. He's gonna call today. He's gonna beam in today. He's gonna do it today. He's gonna do it today. It is funny. I just ain't got the. I can't do that. I ain't got the patience for it. But they watch us. And niggas like that will agree with shit like this. A casual will hear you talking about boxing and insert their opinion, and their opinion comes from this shit. And they'll be reciting ESPN, and they'll be reciting shit that Paulie Malignaggi said because they trust him because he's a former fighter. And they'll look on his channel and say, oh, there goes Roy Jones and Antonio Tarver sitting there. They gotta know what's going on. They gotta know what they're talking about. And the truth of the matter is, they don't. They're too caught up with their personal bottom line and their business that they don't pay attention. And they just trusted Paulie to brief them on what's going on, and they inserted their opinion. I promise you, and Antonio Tarver has never spoken to Bill Haney and got to know what the fuck was really going on with that. Because I'm going to say if he did, he wouldn't have been on that couch saying that. He didn't know. Paulie didn't brief him, because I'm telling you, Paulie knew. He's not stupid. He meant it when he called us another species. He meant it. Because he's mad because Africans went up to Sicily and fuck those bitches. And a lot of Sicilians are born with my skin complexion, tall, dark, and handsome. And he's mad because he got jerked in the genetics department. And no matter what he does, he can't get any darker. His dick can't get any bigger. You missed that part of genetics. It skipped you. The best you can do is live in New York and listen to hip hop and wear fitteds. But you exercise your privilege to the fullest. But your luck ran out on Showtime when you showed your ass hating on Deontay Wilder, hating on him. You hating on the franchise of the fucking of the network. Then you thought you could insert the conversation of race into it, and you got shit canned. And you thought you was gonna run up on Espinoza and scare him, and he shut you down. Yeah, but I was gonna stop. Y'all saw that video? Yeah, but I don't know. Stop. He shut your shit down. I think it was at the Canelo fight. I forget. Go sit your ass down. Talk your racist shit. And what did he do after that? He brought his ass to YouTube after getting slapped by some TikToker with powder in his hand. You bring after you shit on a lot of the YouTubers, where did you go? You came to YouTube and started a podcast. And you're still not talking anything of substance. You cannot be trusted. The only thing is, you're a former fighter and you have access to a lot of people. But quantity versus quality. I don't give a fuck about your numbers. I give a fuck about the quality of your product. You might do big numbers. You might get a bigger check than a lot of us. But I'd rather watch The General and Trail and KQKC and Ticket TV and Stormy B-Man and G5 Gabe and Trill Will. I'd rather watch all my brothers and my sisters, Queens of the Ring. I'd rather watch all my brothers and my sisters. Boxing Ego, Champ Side. I would get more honest information out of my brothers and sisters than listening to fucking 2 hours of you. I would get dumber sitting through your shit. I start drooling and shit. I be saying the alphabet backwards. Z-Y-X. Say alphabet. Hamburger cheese.
Push the weight and no flex. Push the weight and no flex. Push the weight and no flex. Push the weight and no flex.
Man, fuck boxing. Do you know we're up against a machine? We are the fucking resistance. These niggas is the fucking Empire, the Sith, whatever the fuck you call them. We're the fucking Jedis in this motherfucker. We're still around. We the light, motherfucker. Nerds, do you get it? A new hope out this motherfucker. Oak Park, salute. Y'all will never understand how important. How many times you heard me say what we do here is important? If it wasn't for us, what the fuck would this look like? We would honestly believe that Vasily Lomachenko is number 9. And we got 2 undisputed champions running around here. Why the fuck are they not on the list? Tell me. Because Jamel got a draw and a loss? He avenged them both. Ran it back. Something that Vasily didn't do. Orlando Salido kicked his ass and he never ran it back. Why? Floyd Mayweather fought Jose Luis Castillo, had a close fight, ran it back. Maidana ran it back. He didn't even have to run, he didn't have to run it back with Maidana. He just did it. He didn't have to do it. He did it. This motherfucker loses his second pro fight, don't have to run it back. And he's still referred to as the gold standard. Did you miss that? The gold standard. Loses his second pro fight, got 2 losses, dropped all of his gold to Teofimo Lopez, requested a franchise status, fucked around and lost that, dumped the shit out of Devin Haney, but that's the gold standard, y'all. But he lost money on Bud. Stop this shit. How are accomplishments measured? Because based on what I'm looking at, why isn't Cool Boy Steph at number 9? Get Canelo the fuck off this list. He's a cheater and he lost his last fight. Insert Jamel Charlo. Insert Devin Haney somewhere.
Push the weight and no flex. 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 Push the weight and no flex.
Niggas make me sick.
Weight and no flex. Push the weight and no flex. Push
the fuck? Oak Park, where your wrench go? Oak Park, you still got my number, right? Text my phone. I need to make sure that's you, brother. Because, you know, we got weirdos out here that'll just snatch anyone's name. We got weirdos that'll come in here and study our chat and see who's who and say, okay, we didn't see this nigga here today. We're going to clone his account. You got my number, brother. Just text my phone real quick. I just want to make sure it's you. I don't know where your wrench went.
Push the weight and no flex. 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 The livest one in the section. If the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high step.
Hey, Wavy, salute.
Had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learn your lesson.
Man, fuck boxing. This is what we deal with. You see this shit? So I'm asking, how the fuck are the accomplishments recognized? So now, Mentu, what up? And that's exactly right. How the fuck, bro? Oh man, this shit get me so aggravated. Now you hear me talking, right? Oh, I'm reading something. Yo, go subscribe to my brother Trill Will, please. Oh, your new phone. No problem. Hold on. Your number ain't changed, right?
Got a lot of motherfuckers on the body count. Whip look a little fresher when we roll out. Pull up to your spot.
I just text you.
How fly is he? Boast up on that top floor, man. Tell them niggas I'm busy. Put a stop on all of them checks.
Go subscribe to my brother Trill Will.
Put a stop on all of them checks, nigga. Moving down the line, you next, nigga. Flip a step by the hour.
This shit got me fucking pissed off. But it's typical.
Pink slip, everything fire. Nigga burn trees, nigga.
All right, I got you.
Flatline, nigga, expired. Hot shit when you spit it, make it perspire. Spit trash, nigga, go and get the verse.
Got you, brother.
Fast, I'll be singing with the church choir.
We got to do shit like that. And see, that's another thing. These trolls think that we don't communicate. We do. We do.
Push the weight and no flex. 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 Push the weight and no flex.
It's some bullshit. But since we on the bullshit, and salute to the Smoke City Mobcast. I was listening last night. I was at work. That's the only thing about this new thing I'm doing at work, which is almost over. I get to listen, right? This shit with Mauricio Suleiman and these bitch ass dudes at something happened and I forgot about it because it happened way back in 2004. Let me read this to you. And it kind of makes sense. Big Texas, what up? It kind of makes sense. Carla Realist, salute. Mauricio Suleiman. First of all, he's been quiet as of late. But he's been doing a lot of weird shit with franchise belts, and he's been doing shit that was in the name of great business. Canelo was good for business, so it was in his best interest to keep him away from Jamal, because Jamal was gonna knock the shit out of him. I don't care what anyone says. Because if anyone was confident about that goddamn fight, Canelo would have been screaming and hollering, let me get that fight. You don't tell me, you say, let me get these Euro bums, and let me get Caleb Plant, and let me get this guy and that guy, and let me get Avni Yildirim. But when it came to fucking Charlo, you said, nah, it's whatever. I'm not blaming the B side for not getting the goddamn Canelo fight. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. He has too much privilege. I'm not going to do it. The Mexican has too much white privilege. So I was wondering, what the fuck, when did this start? And then I was listening to Smoke City Mobcast, and the good brother Abel Mahari brought something up, and BFTV brought something up, and my brother Stay Ready brought something up, and Junior the Truth brought something up. And I said, oh shit, I forgot about that. Could it be? Y'all see this? Let us read. WBC avoiding $31 million owed to a fighter. This was June 13th of 2004. Mexico City, the World Boxing Council plans to initiate bankruptcy liquidation proceedings on Monday. The WBC filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in 2003 to keep from paying $31 million judgment awarded to German fighter Graziano Racchigiani, who had his light heavyweight title taken away from him. As much as the WBC would like to satisfy the judgment, it is simply impossible. WBC President Jose Suleiman, Mauricio's dad, said in a statement posted on the organization's website, it is with great sadness that the World Boxing Council announces it will instruct its council to file for Chapter 7 liquidation proceedings. Chapter 7 bankruptcy usually leads to liquidation of a company. Suleiman and other WBC officials could not immediately be reached for comment on Sunday. WBC headquarters in Mexico City were closed Sunday. Let me stop right there for a second. Let me read this super chat real quick. Schneider, he said, Drew, he's quiet because he's coming out with the WBC Universal title. Unbelievable. Now it makes sense. He's making all these titles. I don't think there's any sanctioning fees on the franchise status, but again, he's doing what's good for business. I think these motherfuckers, they protected their assets, but I think that they're in the hole. Canelo's great for business. They're trying to recoup. They felt Tyson Fury was great for business. They kept Devin Haney out of the loop.
I'm a 88 pack nigga.
Y'all think I'm bullshitting? They do what's good for business. Okay, here I go. I'm never letting this go. This is a fucking gem.
OJ never used no glove. Spit murder.
Listen carefully, y'all.
Hey, Devin Haney made a comment, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight, for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all four. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all four. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you four. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you're not going to get a shot, bro. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. You're not going to get a shot, bro. You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we, where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight more fights. So it is what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Teofimo Lopez. He completely just threw Mauricio Suleiman under the bus. Now, why the fuck would Teofimo say that shit in the interview? That was not for us to hear. I think that was 2018. I think that was 2018. And we were like, I was like, what the fuck does he mean by that? Lo and behold, as soon as he beat Lomachenko and starts doing cartwheels in the ring, and then he starts saying he's undisputed, and then Mauricio Suleiman said he was undisputed, I said, oh shit, this is what he was talking about. He was not undisputed. What the fuck? Then had ESPN saying that Teofimo Lopez was undisputed in the 4-belt era. Then said Kambosos was undisputed in the 4-belt era. Lies. Lie. It's all lies. Then what the fuck did Devin Haney have? And what did they do? Mauricio allowed people to run around and call him an email champion without setting the record straight. If we were not here, everyone would be believing that bullshit. How are accomplishments measured in boxing? First of all, Tay B, what up? First of all, you're fighting against the grain if you're black. I don't care how much mariachi you can sing. I don't care if you speak Spanish. Ask all my Cuban brothers, Guillermo Rigondeaux, King Kong Ortiz, Ersanji Lara. Ask them. It's a double negative. You're black and you speak Spanish. Pfft, fuck. That's a double negative. How you look African and you speak Spanish? We don't understand that shit in the States. You'll never get a shot. Ask Rigo about never getting a shot. Ask Rigo about moving up two or three weight classes to fight Lomachenko, lose that fight, and they strip him. He didn't lose it in his real weight class, but they damn sure took that belt from him. Remember that? Nobody said anything. Ask Rigo, yeah, man, how'd that fight go with Abner Maris? What fight? Quigg? No. Frampton? No. Santa Cruz? No. They damn sure all fought each other. They froze him out. Did they not do that? Did they not do that? Rigo don't have a good story. Every Cuban in boxing, they don't have a good story. I'll ask you again, every Cuban in boxing, they don't have a good story. First of all, they got to defect from the country. Then they got to swim in shark-infested waters. How many times did what's his name get here? Ugas like twice. He don't have a great story. He ended up in a position by default because Errol's eye got fucked up. He couldn't fight Pacquiao, so he was next up. Does that sound familiar? Someone got hurt. So since, Ugas was there by way of the rankings, he was next up. Remember what we was talking about yesterday? We was talking about the WBC rankings. Alexander Povetkin popped dirty. Deontay was on his way to Russia. Alexander Povetkin popped dirty. Gone. Who was right behind him? Anthony fucking Joshua, unified champion. Remember that? And what did he do? Put in the chat what he did. What did he do? He grabbed the parachute and jumped out the plane. He said, "Fought that. Fought that. Fought that, mate. I ain't with the shits. Fought that." Right out the airplane. And on some Bugs Bunny shit, he ain't had no parachute. There was fucking knives and forks in his shit. Fuck out of here. Not when fucking Cameron Duncan talked about a no black fighter list in the offices of Top Rank, who has a direct working relationship with ESPN. Mike Biggs, salute. Who has a direct working relationship with ESPN. I'm supposed to believe what the fuck ESPN says about the rankings of fighters? Fuck y'all, man. Fought that. Geronimo. I don't know who the fuck y'all think y'all talking to. Out your fucking mind. So the WBC, by the way, this article, let me get back to this article real quick. Turn this down. This article, watch this. WBC attempted to unsuccessfully reach a settlement. Suleiman said in the statement, WBC president warned that the offer far exceeds what Mr. Rachigiani would have hoped to recover the WBC liquidation proceedings, without specifying how much money was offered out. Watch this, y'all. Y'all ready for this? The case began in 1998, and Cadillac Red said this last night on the Smoke City Mobcast. Right? I'm about to explain to you why Mauricio Suleiman don't like black people. Watch this. The case began in 1998 when the WBC declared its light heavyweight title vacant after Roy Jones Jr., the title holder at the time, considered to abandon the crown and become heavyweight when he fought John Ruiz. He abandoned the belt to go heavyweight to fight John Ruiz. Rachigiani signed to fight American Michael Nunn. I should have called him for this. He fought Michael Nunn for the vacant belt on March 21st in 1998. He won a split decision to become the WBC light heavyweight champion. So he won, right? Now watch this shit. But his reign as champion was brief when Jones decided to return to the light heavyweight ranks in June. He was restored to his position as the WBC champion. Pause. Now watch this. He says the WBC sent a letter to Rachigiani, I'm butchering his name, I'm sorry, saying the official rankings that showed him as champion were a typographical error. They sent the letter to this motherfucker after he beat Mike, the letter to him saying that his place in the rankings was a typo. What am I missing here? RDR, what up? UK in the house. Chaz Bleak, salute. Y'all hear that? You fight for a vacant title. You win. I'm sure they gave him the belt. I got to go back and look at it. I'm sure they gave him a belt. He goes home. He's in the rankings. Roy beats John Ruiz, comes back to fight Antonio Tarver. They restored him as a champion. And he receives a letter saying, oh, that was an error. Error? What you mean? I fought Michael Nunn. Yo, Roy could have fought Antonio for no belt. It still did numbers. Roy was the man at that time. Why did they have to restore him? Why? They do shit for what's good for business. I'm not going to have Roy Jones Jr. fight Antonio Tarver, and I'm not going to get a piece of that pie. You see what happened? And where they was getting some chunk change, it was nothing compared to that fucking $31 million lawsuit. And instead of taking accountability for them fucking up, they somehow in their minds, they blame Roy Jones for that. That's what I'm gathering. Damn, we fucking with that nigga, man. We gave him back that damn belt. And he fucked around and looked bad in the first fight and lost the second one. Antonio Tarver's not as good for business as Roy Jones. You see, the WBC has a history of fucking themselves. Antonio Tarver is not as good for business as Roy Jones. I don't care if he won by second round knockout. People hate him for that now. Fuck. Wait a minute. This guy's suing us? For what? Yeah, we did strip him. And whatever his name is, Rogiachi, he ain't fighting Antonio Tarver for that. Fuck. And they were losing, so they had to file for Chapter 11. And they've been mad ever since. So as you can see, the reason why I'm reading this is because I'm showing you proof. Y'all know how I do. The WBC has a history of being fugazi. $31 million. Somehow that's the niggas' fault. Ain't no one told you to strip that man. Roy came back down to 175. You could have said, yo, you got to fight this guy to get your belt back, then fight Antonio. Or we ain't fucking with you. They said, nah, he's fighting Antonio Tarver. The WBC got to get a piece of that. You know what I mean? Take it from that guy. Ain't no one checking for him. Reinstate Roy. And he said, motherfucker. You see, these other cultures, they fight different. This guy, what was his name? Rachi Gianni. He fought different. He didn't scream. He didn't holler. There was no social media back then. He says, all right, y'all gonna do that? Let me get my lawyer on the job. And that's what he did. He fought different. And he was successful. Chapter 11. And ever since then, I think Jose passed on. And Mauricio said, you know what? I'm going to approach the game different. Now he's inventing belts and statuses and shit. And he's putting people in the forefront that's best for business. He thought Teofimo was better for business. Because y'all remember the franchise status wasn't transferable? It's a special status that permits you to go up and down in weight. Even when you go up and down in weight and lose it, you can't lose that special status. And it has to be requested. Lomachenko said he never requested it. It was offered. Well, still, motherfucker, you accepted it. Even if it was offered, you accepted it. Mauricio said no. It is a special status, has to be requested, and we got to vote on it. That's right, Healer. And all of this fuck shit that Mauricio's doing, there's 600 people on that list for dealing with Daniel Kinahan. You cannot tell me that Mauricio Sulaiman's not on that list. I refuse to believe it. So when I look at this WBC fucking ESPN bullshit list, I'm looking at the brothers in this picture. You want to talk to me about being unified? Means dick. Because he was the A side and could have fought Deontay Wilder. Didn't do it. I'm not hearing shit he has to say. Anui, get the fuck up out of here. How about that? You want to throw Bivol on there and Better Biev? While you're at it, move Anui's ass on there because I'm not putting him on there ahead of fucking Devin Haney. who's undisputed, ahead of fucking Jamel Charlo, who's undisputed. Get Lomachenko the fuck up out of here. Question: how are accomplishments measured? Benavidez don't deserve to be on the list anywhere. I mean, sure, yeah, he lost his weight he lost his belt on the scales, and he had a cocaine problem. Who was worse, him or fucking Tyson Fury? Uh-oh. 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 Tank ain't on nobody's fucking list. Cool Boy Steph ain't on the list. No Charlo on the list. You put Shakur on the list, but at number 10. Only because he's a top-ranked fighter. Y'all better stop playing with me, man. Go say he been on the list. Of course. That's probably why he's not as vocal anymore. Man, I hope all these motherfuckers go to jail. And get Canelo the fuck up out of here. I appreciate that, all y'all. They don't want no smoke. They don't want no smoke with any of us. There's nobody. I don't give a fuck how much names they drop. And they got Andre Ward and Tessitore and Bradley and fucking Teddy Atlas. I will sit down and look them straight in the face, and I dare them to tell me they don't know what pound for pound really means. And then I'm going to ask them, look, I know you're a paid employee of ESPN. What did they tell you the criteria was? And I guarantee you marketing comes up in that shit. And if you're going to put marketing there, I'm going to ask you why the fuck you still don't got Tank on there. Who sells more than Vasily Lomachenko? Who sells more than Beterbiev and Bivol? You know what? Boxing is hurting their feelings too. Because every fucking body that is supposed to be doing something is doing something spectacular. You thought you got rid of Deontay. He's in great spirits. But fat-ass Tyson Fury's entire family is banned from coming over here. And you motherfuckers that's been working with this guy, come to find out you rolling in bed with criminals. Think I'm bullshitting?
If you can't do it, you can't do it, mate. But at a later date, September, October, whenever, if you really want the fight, you can have it. But you can have it on the 6th of August, mate, but it's got to be not in America. Because all us, I'll be honest with you, at the minute are suspended. I'm banned for life. I can't get here at all. Tyson can't get over there because he's got a few issues at the moment, what he's trying to sort out. So Tommy has got no team. So listen, if you want to negotiate a different price, we'll take less money to fight you anywhere else in the world on the 6th of August.
Push the weight and I'm flex. Push the weight.
I think you don't know, now you know. Give power to my nigger sword!
Ooh, you motherfuckers hate me. All you Black Fury fans, y'all got calluses all on your goddamn knee pads. On your kneecaps. All you Black Fury fans got callous. Y'all got dirty knees. You know why.
Monkey!
Burn in hell.
Monkey!
I see all of you.
Hello, monkeys.
Because you said it was the wolf pack, but you never.
Your man can't come back to the States. The whole family is banned. You fucking idiots. Y'all mad? We told you this shit was happening. Has Tay Jones lied to y'all? He ain't lied to me. Told you. Criminals. Time reveals all truth. And we just getting started. I'm telling you, motherfuckers is going to jail. Didn't I tell y'all that? Yeah, man. And fuck Canelo.
First thing that comes to Canelo's mind when I say Triple G.
Great fighter.
Ooh, Okay. Who upsets you more right now, Demetrius Andrade or Caleb Plant?
Caleb Plant.
Okay. Which fight is more realistic that you could see yourself fighting next, David Benavidez or Jamal Charlo?
Charlo.
Pound for pound, the best fighter walking right now on the planet. Is it Terrence Bud Crawford? Is it Tyson Fury? Is it Alexander Usyk? Or is it Canelo Alvarez?
Canelo Alvarez.
Push the weight and I'm flexing. Push the weight.
Man, fuck boxing.
Push the weight and I'm flexing.
Man, fuck Christmas. Fuck this shit. Put my dick in the box. Fuck this gift. Sleep is the cousin of death. I snatch every gift from the tree until there ain't none left. Bullshit. You see AJ standing there with his arms raised? Boy. You got faith in that guy? You got faith in AJ, man? I'm wondering. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I'm being honest. I do not trust AJ in this fight. He's gonna have to show me. It's possible, but he's gonna have to show me. This is all fucked up. But I got you. I got all of you. All the faces you see on the left get disrespected. All the faces you see on the right had the red carpet rolled out for them. AJ, you was a complete marketing scheme. You could have fought Deontay several times. You didn't do it. You fucked around and lost to Ruiz, got your shit back because he was only... No. Let me be clear. Ruiz lost the fight. You didn't win it. Ruiz lost the fight. You didn't win it. All right? Let's be clear. Word up, Stormy. You like this guy?
Push the weight and no flex. Push the weight and no flex. Push the weight and no flex.
Then you fuck around and get the shit knocked out. Well, you lost to Usyk and almost got the shit knocked out of you in the 12th round, which was amazing to me. I did not see that coming. In my mind, you was not supposed to lose that fight, but you did. To call you Frank Bruno is an insult to Frank Bruno. In fact, in his prime, I think Frank fucks you up. Prove me wrong. Well, not with the Bruno shit. You can't. It's impossible. This Usyk shit, you better do something, baby. You better do something. Because if you lose this fight, I don't know what's next for you, dude. And don't say Deontay Wilder, because he still won't take it. I'm sorry, unless Eddie Hearn tell him to. Look, I have to get a return on my investment. I have to get a return on my investment. You got to go. We can take the fight now. But you know what, AJ, it's going to be 60-40 Deontay. I mean, because look, AJ, look. He fought Fury 3 times. I mean, you're good in your own right, but you lost twice. You lost your belts twice. Now look, just take the fight. It'll be okay. Right hand down the pipe. AJ ain't making it out of 5 rounds. Like we've been saying. Hey, you don't believe us? How come he didn't take the fucking fight? How come he jumped out of the fucking WBC rankings? When Povetkin popped dirty, that's what it was right there. And Mauricio Suleiman ain't do shit. He didn't say, hey, you're up next, dude. I'm going to mandate this fight. You're up next. He didn't do it. Why? Deontay Wilder, black, proud. Look at that. Look at his face. That's a face of confidence right there. Undisputed at heavyweight in the 4-belt era. They can't have that. They would rather die. And look what they're doing now. They rubbing elbows with leaders of cartels and Daniel Kennedy, rolling around with Bob Arum, who's also fucked up. And AJ, he forgot that Eddie Hearn works for him. He was supposed to say, Eddie, make the fight. Like how Canelo told Oscar De La Hoya. Lara disrespected me, make the fight. Hey, Canelo, I don't know about the... He said, Mira! El Mako the fucking fight, oh! And he made the fight, and he almost lost. See? How are accomplishments measured in boxing? They successfully froze out Rigo. They did a lot of fuck shit with Lara. Canelo was supposed to run that back. Didn't do it. AJ was supposed to, man, you running around fighting Brazil. You running around fighting Charles Martin. You running around picking up belts off of Joseph Parker, who ducked the fuck out of fucking Deontay. Let's be honest. While everybody was fighting, Joseph Parker was hiding in the bushes. You gotta be fucking kidding me. God damn it. But fuck this. Fuck boxing. And fuck you monkeys who side with this goddamn list.
Yeah, come on!
Tomorrow's fucking Fridays, y'all. Y'all know how we do. We're gonna cook on everything. The General's on. Let's head over there. Much love to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chats, man. I love y'all. Y'all make the show. Fuck boxing, but like the battered fucking spouses we are, we're gonna be back talking about it and exposing it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bronx on deck. Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.